What's up, guys? We just wanted to jump on video. This week we haven't really been able to post anything, or I should say last week we didn't get to post anything because we had some unexpected occurrences.
Get yourself some tea. We're about to have some story time.
With my little guy, AJ. AJ ended up... Hey, AJ, what happened?
I broke my arm.
He broke his arm. It's all wrapped up in a cast and everything. And he's playing video games on the iPad. But we were enjoying our evening, playing some soccer, having fun at our church, and yeah, my little man just tripped and snapped his arm and ended up having to have surgery. So it was not good. It was not fun. It was a little scary. I shouldn't say a little scary. It was really scary.
It was very scary. We had an overall fun day. We went to Daddy's work, and we even got to get some hot chocolate there and meet his co-workers, and we had a good time. And then we were going to our little music programs that we do on Wednesday nights, and I was actually organizing like all of the craft stuff for the music class that I teach, and
just playing in the gym, and he ended up tripping over while he was playing.
They just brought him over, and he was, him and then some of AJ's little friends came in, and you can just see it in everybody's face that the little kids were like, and I'm sure that's how I looked as well. But then
it was a little hectic,
and
then it started snowing while we were driving to the hospital, and then when we got to the hospital, because of COVID and everything, we couldn't take Alexa and little Sophia in with us, so their auntie and uncle had to come pick them up. And then we were in the back with Mr. AJ. He's one tough cookie.
At least he's home now. Yeah, one
so they got his x-rays. We'll upload some of the pictures, but once they did an x-ray on his arm.
They might be a little bit gruesome for some people, so if you don't like those types of things, then don't watch it. But yeah, it was not fun. Then after that, we're at the hospital we were at. They obviously didn't have pediatric type of doctors there on staff in the emergency room, so we had to go to a local children's hospital.
We got to ride an ambulance where they gave
AJ and Mommy rode in the ambulance.
They gave AJ like a cool little stuffed animal, but because of the snow, that drive was really rough.
It seemed like a really long drive. It ended up only being about a 25-30 minute drive, which may seem like a lot to most, but to get from where we were to that children's hospital was pretty good, considering with the weather and everything else. And we got to the children's hospital. They checked us in there, and at that point we had already knew that he had to have a procedure, somewhat of a surgical procedure, done to get it fixed. What kind of brought us some comfort was the fact that the doctors there told us that they do about 2 of those surgeries a day. So it's a very, very common break, and it is the break in right above your elbow, this bone from your shoulder to the elbow, right above his elbow, had snapped clear in half. So they ended up putting some pins in there, and like I said, we'll put some pictures on here and show you guys. But then we moved up to a room.
He had to get a COVID test.
Yeah, and
he's the first
miserable.
of any of us to get the test, and that was rough. They had to do it twice because the first time he had already been through it like a lot, and anyways, so it was awful.
Yeah.
It was really hard. Seeing him in so much pain and not being able to do anything. There wasn't pretty much anything we can do to comfort him at that point.
They had a temporary kind of brace cast on him at that point, but it was still not set in place. The arm was still, displaced as far as the bone goes. So
He had to be that way all night in this little. I mean, there was hardly any support. They weren't going to have the surgery until at 7:30 in the morning, and so all night we
got there around, what was it, like maybe 10:30, 11. Got up into the room around midnight or so, and then poor guy didn't get any sleep. Obviously we didn't sleep any well either, but that was, whatever it was, it is what it is. And then they came in and got us around 6:30, 6:15, 6:30, somewhere in there in the morning. And then we went down and got him ready for his little operation. And then luckily they didn't have to do any kind of cuts or anything like that to have to fix it. So they were able to just put the bone in place, by x-ray, and then insert the pins that way through his elbow. But yeah, he's now that after all that happened, the good thing the operation was only about an hour, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, somewhere in there. And then after that we went back up to the room where we were staying and just made sure he was going to be able to eat and get off the medicine and anesthesia medication.
Playing games.
Playing there. Did you find it, AJ? Did you find your torch?
He's so tough.
And then we got out of there and we were able to come home like at 4 or 5 that same day. So happened Wednesday night. We were able to come home Thursday night, and
the day right after.
Yeah, he's been doing okay, huh, buddy? Are you happy now that you're home? Yeah. What was the most annoying thing for you, AJ?
Breaking my whole arm.
Breaking your arm. What else was annoying in the hospital?
That they had to fix my arm.
Yeah. And he was also complaining about his IV all night. And that was kind of, there's a lot of different things that he was just not familiar with and obviously not used to. So
it was so hard because he'd like try to start falling asleep and then he'd just start screaming, and so it was awful. We didn't get any sleep at all because he hardly got any sleep as well.
Yeah, and he went to kick a soccer ball and he missed it, and then when he came down he stepped wrong and kind of stepped on top of the ball, and then he slipped over, and when he tried to catch himself it just broke his arm. So obviously we haven't been able to wash it, so it still has the doctor's initials to make sure they did the right arm. But
you can tell it's
my little dude is tough.
Puffy.
It's gone down a little bit. It was pretty puffy the last couple of days, but it's gone down a tiny bit. Tiny bit.
But the worst is over.
Were you scared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The night that he broke his arm, I was about to cry almost.
Yeah. It was a little scary for all of us. Was it scary for you, AJ?
And once we heard that AJ had to have surgery, then I really got scared.
Yeah. But
and we're so thankful for our church as well, because they just seeing everybody just, trying to help us there at the church while we were there and get on our way, and all the messages and phone calls, it just really meant a lot to us during that time. And I mean, people are still checking up on him, and for everyone that sent us a message or called us, it really meant a lot.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to have family close by too. That way we can, rely on some, good, reliable people to help take care of little Sophia and Alexa as well.
My sister and brother.
While we were stuck in, trying to help make sure AJ was taken care of, we had other people to rely on to make sure that they were. And I know there's many people that would jump in and help, but I'm thankful we had an auntie and uncle to kind of jump in at that moment. So
All my siblings pretty much checking up on us and making sure that we were okay.
there's my grumpy monkey. She's sleeping over there. She said, "Get that light out of my face." But
Anyways, hopefully, I hope none of you ever have to go through this, or if you have, or if you are going through it right now, just know that it's not going to last forever. It's tough. It's really hard, but we're very thankful. The Lord has been so good to walk us through everything. And,
oh, babies, it's okay.
Anyways, so
Yeah, we appreciate everything. We'll get back to posting some videos. They might be a little bit different, but we'll get some stuff posted on YouTube. Thank you guys for all of your support and all of your tuning into our channel and always supporting us in that way. But anyways, comment down below. Wish my little dude some good luck on his recovery, and we'll see you guys soon. And remember,
keep your chin up and never give up.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye, AJ.